Yeah, yeah. Okay, we here. Nice. So the only reason why I wasn't here earlier is because I was pulling a kicker, bro. No, I'm not gonna lie to you. I was pulling a kicker, bro. I couldn't help it. I had the time, and I was just fucking. Nah, if you're hearing this, obviously it's because you came here early, or like you're looking at the VODs as they appear. Um, so that's your fault. If you're like, ah man, why'd you tell me that? But that's gonna be my new shit. Look, I'm pulling a kick right now. I'm pulling. Niggas be like, what? What that mean? You know what I mean, bro. I assume terminology is very easy to understand for anyone who's watching the series. And if it's not, like, what do you think Kika been doing? What do you think? Alright, just imagine what Kika been doing, and then when I say I'm pulling a Kika, go ahead and assume that's what I mean. Also, I'm in the first 10 minutes of a YouTube video. I assume I don't want to, like, blah, 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 blah. Do some bullshit. Anyway, I'm not on my YouTube streaming scene. Here we go. I was on my Twitch streaming scene. Which is different. This is gonna be a short one today. We're late, and we're late. So it's gonna be very short. We're gonna try to get some content though. So without further ado, let me pull up some bullshit and then I'll start doing side content while we're here. No summaries this time. I'm just gonna assume that you're here because you watched your last VOD. She looks good money for Son. Yeah, she's stressed, man. Oh, why Simon, man? Okay. No wonder she's stressed. I'd be stressed too. Face to face with her, he gets another shock. She has bags under her eyes and they are sucking too. Her hair is combed, but not quite as neatly as usual, and it looks dry and brittle today. For anyone who's like, where's my word of the days? You've not been doing that recently. There's not been too many words that I think is very intriguing to pause upon and talk about. Did you not get any sleep last night? The voice is thin for you. I feel like we've vet all of this. He has to do something. Hold on. Hold on. It'll skip if I've done the text. Cancel that. Yeah. Okay, guys, hold on. Hold on. Because I'm just gonna skip through it. I didn't save it, guys. I forgot. Okay, we're back. God damn, we're wasting time. Here's to the living room. Grunts agreed and Axiomica. Where's that old man? Good for him, I guess. Only once she says it does he notice they just lined up on the table. Salad, toasted sandwiches, coffee, and food juice. Hold on. It was like food you get at a hotel. Picture perfect. Breakfast. I was gonna say picture picturesque. It's the word I thought we were gonna use. That would have been interesting to talk about, but you know. The old man made this stuff, man. Tell him to make food for me, man. I need that. You're not sure if that's something to be proud of. But that's besides the point right now. I can't believe it. Look. She don't need to cook when she with me. Okay? Fine. You got it. You can't just imagine Yoshiki staying in the kitchen making breakfast. That old man could cook. Kyoji's stunned. Bianca simply nods like it's obvious. You are kind of making us sound like bums. This is like, you can stay here, but you need to cook first. Like, I don't. Like, like we can cook, guys, right? Me personally, I could cook. It's just not a thing I do often, so it's not like it's cooking is a skill, so when you don't practice it, it's just, like, you can do it, it's just worse than if you've just been cooking for a while. So, like, me personally, Like, I could do, like, come on. Like, I'll cook for Yamika if I need to. But I don't need to. Getting proper food is a good thing, for sure, but with mixed feelings, Kyoji sits down and has breakfast. Goes to school, enters the classroom, and immediately looks at Kiku. Let me make sure this isn't being caught on the recording. It's my phone. Shinta pops up before him. I say that like it's not in my earbuds. Yeah, we have eyes, buddy. Oh, I mean, I didn't. Kyoji heard he covers his lip, but Shinta simply smacks at him. That much is the fact they can't deny it. Why would you? In the end, Kiki didn't show up at all. During her move, the Sandman with his usual joning voice. She's staying home with the cold. Maybe she's letting fever after being caught in the rain yesterday. It's possible, but he can't shake the vague anxiety that's brewing in his heart. He could really away because of the cold. He has no basis for thinking otherwise, but he can't help but worry. I think you have plenty of basis for thinking otherwise. Not because... Do you remember what happened last time? I'd be worried about it. For sure. Like I said last time, tell Yoshiki, I need her to tell Yoshiki what's going on so he can help her walk in so nothing happens. Cause like she going through it right now. On the short break before class, Akane comes over to him. Yeah? You can say I think so. Like you don't actually know what happened, so you can just be like I think so, but I don't know. Like I'm pretty sure, but I don't know. That's a good answer for me. Kyoji retorts moodily. I told you nothing happened. Oh yeah, what she's not referring to just in the mansion. She's referring to outside the mansion. Okay, yeah. Kinda looks away. She's skulking a bit. Sulking, not skulking. Different way. But then she takes a long look at Kiku's empty seat and adds. Kiku's recent behavior must look strange to Akane too. He's not alone in having this anxiety. Kyoji doesn't feel like hanging out in his astronomy club alone after school, so he heads straight home. He tells her his cell phone. He contemplates whether he should call Kiku. He's still acting as though just when the phone suddenly comes to life, yeah. You don't act quick, it's just gonna act for you. The ringtone startles him so much that he nearly drops it. Kiku's name is on the display. Despite that time, me and Kyoji Hildy taps to his call button. Hello, Miss Ona-san? Oh, here we go. Do we think it's a serious situation, or do we think it's well, it's a serious situation regardless. But do we think it's Yuka doing some shit, or do we think it's Yuka doing some shit? You know what I'm saying? Like, cosmetic. Okay. Kika's voice sounds feeble on the other side of the line. It sounds like she's keeping her voice down to avoid being overheard. Miss Ona-san, what's wrong? What happened? Okay. Mm-hmm. Here we go. The call cuts off. Grin at the empty screen, Kyoji bites his lip. Damn it, why is that old man when you need him? He hits the V-dot button when he does the jacket on, but it just keeps saying, and eventually he gets sent to voicemail. Well, but I like his Yamiko appears. When old man gets home, tell him I'm at that girl's from yesterday's house, okay? Yeah, I'm sorry, Yamiko, but this is serious. We gotta move quickly. Kyoji sprints out of the apartment, carrying nothing but his phone. Sky Bandit covers the sunset. He runs, spurring himself to hurry. Hopefully this is not like a super serious episode with a lot of things happening, because that's the opposite of what we need right now in the short stream. He really misses his bike right now. Passes by Kanye's house where he hanged out as a kid, a lot as a kid. Kyoji stands before Kika's front door, hesitating. If he rang the doorbell and Meta answered the door, what would he even tell her? Oh my gosh, I just forgot. But Kyoji's actually the perfect person for Kika to talk about this with. I didn't forget because it's always been on my mind. It's still on my YouTube channel that I need to edit out eventually. But his whole thing, one of the big issues Kyoji has, that he's not really dealing with right now is because of the sex he was forced to go through as a kid, right? And he orgasmed through that, and it's made him feel weird about things in the economy, right? It made him feel weird about that. It would a touch of that, but that's perfectly aligned with the things Kika has been through herself, right? Not necessarily because one of that was she wanted to do that, right? As a young child, but the repressed feelings of sexual pleasure and topics such as that, I feel like they could have a wonderful conversation with each other and help each other grow from these experiences, right? So in that way, I do hope they eventually do get to talk about these things. I think that could be a constructive conversation. I think that could genuinely help both of them become more healthy as not only a couple but just as people, you know. Right then, Yoshiki's voice echoes in his mind. Right, this isn't time to worry about such things. He needs to get inside now and find Kika's room. Kyoji tries the door knob, but door won't open. He reaches for the doorbell next. But before he can press it, the door suddenly opens from inside. Whoa! Kika bolts out of the house. Her clothes is shuffled and her hair is awful. Her face is wet with tears. It's on his hand. He throws himself at him, and he wraps something at her delicate body. What the hell happened? Kika's mother comes out after, looking at Kyoji with an utterly bewildered expression. Kyoji just gets a cut bow. The moment her mother appears, Kika starts shaking, noticeably behind her. Kika's mother turns to look at Kyoji, and the expression turns severe. I don't know, man. I was called here. I was called here, Big Bell. I was called. Imagine Kyoji said that. I don't know, Big Bell. I was just... It's like, who the fuck are you calling Big Bell? That's actually perfect rage bait. I actually think. Oh man, I wish I became Kyoji for this one moment, just to rage bait her just a little bit. I know it's a serious situation, but it would just be so funny. I don't know, Big Bell, but yeah. Should he tell her Kika called him over? Should he tell her that Kika called him over? He has a feeling that he would not be doing Kika a favor, but he can't very well say he was here by coincidence. Kyoji falls silent, and Kika's mother can't keep her displeasure and confusion from showing on her face. Okay, she just said no. I didn't hear no please, or like, anything. She got Kika's arms, and confused, she stepped down onto the concrete floor of the entrance bathroom. He waves her arms widely as if she were trying to shake something off. She's looking at him in the mother's direction, but her eyes are distant, like she's seen someone else entirely. So listen, calm down. Kyoji holds Kika as she dresses it in his arms. He's panicking on the inside. He's found her, sure, but what now? He could just take her and run off, of course, but then what? It's a complete loss. Just when he's thinking to get away from here and to worry about the consequences later. Yamiko? Hey, come in. I welcome you. Welcome in. And Kyoji hears the wife's voice call out from behind him. Relief washes over him. Ah, Yamika. Yamika shushes him and smiles. The expression is somehow very different from usual. You know, that's Oi. That's what we call Oi. Yeah, Yamiko really has like organic. Sorry. I was gonna spend like a minute talking about how Yamiko has Oi, but I got the point. But she does though. Like like when you see her in action, she just like it's all bangers. She ain't good. She nods at Kyoji, who's saying that her eyed wide, and directs a diplomatic smile at Kika's mother. W-Wise! W-Wise! Yeah! Yeah! Okay, sorry. What? Hey, Yamiko might be the girl. Yamiko offers Kiku's mother's a business card. Oh my W! Hey, business card for every occasion! Yo. Kyoji catches a glimpse of it, and indeed it says Kyoto Yoshi. Yamiko plays this game up so much tears for me. I don't know. I just like it so much. Yes, Kiku's mother accepts the business card, looking quite confused, and places her hand on her cheek. Yamiko produces a black leaded notebook from an inside breast pocket. She rips through it while she talks, looking pleased with herself. There's only the odd cartoon on the notebook's pages. From the looks of it, Yamiko is drawn to herself. The freedom is possible. See, the freedom that she envisions is not the same freedom that Kiku experiences, you know? Kiku's mother is like terribly flustered. The anger from Aria is completely gone. Now she looks like a child being scolded. Yamiko looks like Kiku with eyes full of sympathy. Deflection? W deflection? Now kiss. Sorry. No, that wasn't me. That wasn't me who said that. Yeah. Who said that? Kiku's mother shakes her head. And Yamiko says encouragingly. Kiku's mother is still anxious. She keeps on talking like she's making excuses. Yeah, lay it on thick. True. Say some bullshit that only she believes. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah. Yamiko smiles kindly. Kiku's mother seems to calm down somewhat. All true. Having said this, the color turns their face a little. They make their excuses at the entrance and leave. Once Kiku's mother has vanished inside the house, Yamiko crumbles to the ground, looking utterly exhausted. I know, right? Being the goat is exhausting. I be telling people, but they don't. They don't realize being the goat is not what it seems. That shit not easy. Fine, I get it. Just keep your voice down. Searching has to get into Kiku's mother, but if they covered with bone now, it would be all for nothing. Kyoji drags her away from Kiku's front door. Yeah, she did it again. I told you last time that the impersonation. What if she finds out? That's impersonation. It is, though. But who cares? She yanks on his ear. Ow, ow, ouch! Fine, I'm sorry, I get it. Yamiko huffs indignantly. I mean, yeah. No, you don't. Then why you say that? Why? Then they say, yeah, I could've. Who we think he is? Who we feeling like? I'm gonna pierce the Kika's face. Kika nods witnessing. She's not as loud up as she was when Kyoji showed up, but she's still holding tightly onto the tail of his shit like a child, refusing to let go. Speaking of, what are you doing here, Yamiko? The old man did, huh? So, where is he? Oh. Bones popped up out of nowhere. Whoa! The voice comes from right behind him. Kyoji's so sorry he almost tumbles over. When did you get here? What do you mean we're drawing a crowd? We're in the middle of the neighborhood. What crowd, nigga? Now he mentions it. They are standing right in the middle of the street. Oh. Bro. Come home. At some point, even Kane is there, looking away from the entrance of the house. I mean, okay, she has his right there. I'm not. Bowser, go home. I am home. You right. Kind of. I'll be everywhere I need to be. Yoshiki turns around with the fed up expression. Certainly not me. I'm very innocent. Yamika follows him. Wait, where are we going? But what about Miss Ona-san? True. Kika's shoulders quiver. Kyoji makes it he's not going to leave for here, but Yoshiki beats him to the punch. Yeah, done, man. Yoshiki answers the question without even taking a look at him. There's no doubt in his voice. Like, this should be obvious. Okay, don't dump it on my man. He's not gonna do that shit. Yamiko waves at Kane, who can only look after them dumbfounded. Before him getting Yoshiki's car and drives off. Woohoo, I was not reading the text. Kyoji leans forward to Yamiko, who's fighting shotgun. We may have managed to get Miss Ona-san, but what if her mother finds out? I mean, if her mom calls to school. Yamiko's voice is completely casual. Come on, that's just being careless. She was at him in a carefree manner without even turning around. Is this true though? She was still in clever Yamiko mode. Maybe he'd be more inclined to believe her. But laid back Yamiko isn't exactly convincing. No, she is. She could convince me to do a lot of things, you know. Like that. This time, oh wait. If anything, this is why I would convince him that he must have imagined the whole episode in the first place. This time, Yamiko turns around to Kyoji and Kika and smiles at them. You sure about that? Yeah, just believe it, man. That's my goat. Yamiko nods and crosses her arms. Yeah, I saw the play. I saw the play, man. I saw the play. Man, Yamiko always been like she been like for 20 years or something. Actually, this game just came out like 2016. I just realized this game is very recent actually. Like damn. Well, actually, it just came to the U.S. very recently. I believe that's the correct way to say that. Yeah. I'm looking it up right now just to make sure. If it takes more than a minute, we can just move on. Hey, Yamiko-san. Kyoji glances in Kika's action. Man, no one gives a fuck. 2005, okay? It's not bad. If that was the correct date. But she been away for 20 years. I was right. 20 years she been cursed for too long. Kika shakes her head, cracking a small smile. Mm-hmm. The car turns the corner and the apartment building comes to the view. As soon as they get home and settle into the sofa, Yoshiki immediately gets to the point. Kika stiffens nervously. Calm down. Kika hesitates. After a very long pause, she says to Maru. Mm-hmm. Another you. Yeah, you called it doppelganger. That's what you mean? Kika nods. Does it? What's a doppelganger? Kyoji remembers there was some talk about those when they were at Yuka's place, but he wasn't really listening at the time. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. That can't be. I don't. Okay, this is showing my my lack of a media. But for some reason, this is reminding me of 999, and I think that's just because anytime I get a visual novel and they start expositing in a way about certain things, that's just what it reminds me of, right? Because you think something like a doppelganger would be very simple to get, even back then, but we're here. Namika shakes her head. Gymって書いてあって。Okay. Kate looks very anxious. Come to think of it, you could say something like that back when they were at the mansion. Yeah, Yuki did say that. Yanaka shakes her head to reassure him. Mm-hmm. Oh, the Kiki's version doesn't burn. Then there's enough of the lecture. His face goes red. Probably connected to what happened that time in Force. Talking about it must be hard for you. Kyoji bluntly cuts in. Not for sale mode, man. But that doesn't mean you can just ask her anything you... Yakuna interrupts the argument. She shakes Kika's head and then peers into her face. That's that woman solidarity, yes sir! We love it! Namiko comes back a good while later and has like an uncharacteristically serious expression on her face. Yeah, that's kinda crazy. She is just a teenage girl though, chill. Namiko sits down on herself and gazes up at the ceiling, looking utterly exhausted.
しいことは覚えてないみたいだけど、その家で見たのが最初なんですって。それからたびたび彼女のお家に現れては彼女に嫌なことをさせようとするみたいなの。嫌なこと？それは突っ込んじゃダメ。
Yamaka casts her index finger in front of her mouth in the shape of an X. Yoshiki gives a small shrug and doesn't press her further. Kyoji knows what she means. It has to be about Kiku's. Yamako continues.
そのうちに行ってからまるで操られてるみたいな心地で自分が自分じゃなくなったみたいな感じだったらしいけど、不思議なことに昨日の晩よしきあんたに階段から落ちかけたところを助けてもらった時に意識がはっきりしたって。よしき
What did he do to that girl? Crazy, bro. It's the gem on his necklace. I mean, Yoshiki has no idea because he's pensive, but he doesn't answer. Yamaka shrugs and carries on. Yeah, let's carry on as we said.
それまでは夢うつつだったからドッペルちゃんのやることもまあ受け入れちゃってたみたいなんだけど、正気に帰ったら怖くなったのね。それで彼女はキョウちゃんに助けを求めてきたってわけ。
But this Yamako story appears to be at an end. None of this makes sense. Kyoji still doesn't really get it and falls into a brooding silence. He doesn't believe the doppelganger thing really exists. Still, there's no denying the fact that Kiki is scared to witness. Is scared. Whoa. Is scared witless of it. Okay, my fault. And none of the strange things that happened last night were illusions after all. But how is it all connected? Why is this happening to Kiki to begin with? You can't see the bigger picture. Yoshiki has been thinking for a moment. He looks up. Yoshiki looks at him. What? Yoshiki takes off the pendant. Yeah! Dangling from his neck and holds it out to Kyoji. What is that? A stone shining with strange colors falls into Kyoji's palm. The stone's cold, roundish texture is pleasant to the touch. I'm glad that he really gave it to her, you know? Even though he is out here for revenge for his dead wife, he still does care about, you know, these young people who are being tortured by this ghost or spirit or whatever. Without as much as another way, Yoshiki strides off towards the entrance. Having said this, Yoshiki leaves the apartment. He did just say my room as if that was his room. It's like, no, bro. That's the guest room. You don't live here. You get it? You don't pay no bills here still. Like, no, it's not your room. Yamaka shrugs and smiles at Kyoji. Yeah. What, there's more? Oh. I get it. You didn't have to say all that. He didn't say this to his face. Kyoji is speechless. So he didn't, he had to kick it dependent. Saying this from Yoshiki and she could leave. I don't know. I feel like I've never had this experience, and I don't think I am ever going to. And if I do, I was gonna say something, but I'm not. But I'm just like, but hell no. Like, imagine being told by a guardian, or like a parent figure, or because I have my parents, right? You bring someone over, and they're like, hey, don't be having sex, man. Don't be doing that shit. Like, damn, man, I'm not trying to hear that shit. Not only because I wasn't planning to, but if I was, you wasn't gonna find out. Like, so, like, when you telling me this, so you telling me this is like, now we're all embarrassed for what reason? Like, damn, you have to do this. Where's my condoms? You could just be like, this is crazy. You want me to do that at like their house instead? I switched from head to day because I was thinking of my spouse now, but like I don't. I'm a grown man, but my fucking mom meets my spouse and they're sleeping in my room, and then she's like, "Don't have sex." I'm gonna just be mad. I'm gonna just be like, "I've been saying that to you." When, to be fair, we've had. We do have my mom has said that she doesn't be. But it has been a conversation we've had before. That's what I'm saying, but not about me. You know, It's just that's crazy though. It is just crazy to me. During dinner, he had to Kiki dependent, saying some Yoshiki, and Shiki looks relieved. Somehow Kiki seems to trust Yoshiki. Kyoji was not amused, and before he can stop himself, he added, he knows if this thing's gonna help. Bo is a hater. Bo's mad. Bo is a hater, bro. Come on. I'm saying, like, cut that shit out, man. You're supposed to be a go, bro. You're descended from goats. You get in line. You're like immediately shut him down. Sorry. He appeared into the stone entrance. No, he's not amused at all. It's not use, yes, admit it. It would appear he's jealous of Yoshiki. As he's worrying about this and that, he is a reserved knock on his room door. I'm not gonna lie though, Yoshiki's not that type of guy, but like, man, some of these older men, they do be good. like, for y'all younger people out there, I do apologize. Cause like, older men, crazy. They be doing what the fuck ever. The fact that you have to compete with them, insane. Like, you talking to a girl your age, and then be like, alright, like, nah, bro. She talking to this 30-year-old ass nigga. Like, what? He's 30. We're 19. He's 30. What's wrong with him, right? Like, I saw a post about this young guy, 19, a girlfriend 19. Like, he was talking, and his girlfriend, told him that she kissed his boss, right? And her boss is 30 years old. I'm just like, what the fuck? No, that's so many power dynamics. That's crazy. That's a double. And the comments are like, yeah, make up with it, but like, kinda, like, yeah, like I don't continue to waste shit. Go ahead and point that nigga as well. Just cut that shit out immediately. When he opens it, he finds Kika standing there. Like, come on in. Yeah, come on in. Kika looks around the room curiously. Kika points at action figures in the bay window by his bedside. Kyoji suddenly feels very awkward about his hobby. The action figures, monsters, and such from tokusatsu shows. Tokusatsu? Like, well, it's like this one. This is the word of the day. Why not? It's a Japanese word, but he's gonna explain it, I assume. But it'd be nice to get a real explanation. But we already heard it, so I'll just go to Wikipedia. Tokusatsu is the Japanese term for live-action films or television programs that make heavy use of practical special effects. Okay, that's cool. Credited to special effects director Eiji Tsuburaya. Tokusatsu mainly refers to science fiction, superhero fantasy, or horror media featuring such technology, but is also occasionally dubbed as a genre itself. Okay, it's cool. You see stuff like Ultraman, Kamen Rider, Doraemon, stuff like that. Yeah, you never heard of them? Like the whatever ranges and Kamen somebody. Whatever ranges a Kamen somebody is crazy. Typical Sunday morning TV. You never seen one? Yeah, 15. Yeah. Kyoji hands her one at random, and she examines it curiously. She's completely back to her old self, a fine, smart girl. A fine, smart, and reserved girl. The helpless baby chick-like way she's been acting for the last few days seems like a bad dream now. This probably meant that the way she was acting before really was abnormal, and the way she's acting now is what she's like normally. Yes, as he thought of her as abnormal when she was in that state, yes, it bothered him. There's a thought that she wouldn't be lying to him anymore like she did the last few days does make him a bit regretful. Kika says it's a small voice, still toying with the monster fighting in her hand. Yeah? Kika goes red in the face, fidgeting like she finds it hard to talk flighty. No way, not again, Kyoji thinks to himself. His heart starts beating fast for a moment, but he's on.
ごめんなさい。ここ数日迷惑ばかりかけて。
As long as you know, we can move on. Feeling like this is a bit anticlimactic, Kyoji drops his shoulder. Oh, that? I don't mind.
でも
Kyoji shakes his head. You want it yourself, Miss Anderson, I know that. So don't let it weigh on you. Kika hangs her head again, and then shakes it in denial.
違うの。あれは
Here we go.
私の中にあったものなの。
Hybrid within it. What does she mean by that? Is she talking about that, well, lewd behavior she's been exhibiting these last few days?
私ね、子供の頃からいやらしい子だったの。ほら、鉄棒をまたいでくるくる回ったりって子供の頃によくやらなかった？
Kyoji thinks back to his family school days. I think boys only play that game all that much, but the girls do that. Kika cocks her head puzzled.
男の子はしないものなの？
I mean, it hurts. Kika goes it again. And what about it?
友達に誘われて、それで私も。
Okay, we're getting that conversation. Kika is by bed now, her eyes fixed on the floor.
そしたら、すごく気持ちよくなって。
Now Kyoji feels himself go there too. Silence hangs between them for a moment. When Kika eventually continues, she does so haltingly, the voice so meek and it's nearly inaudible.
私、家に帰ってお母さんにそのことを言ったわ。
And then what?
お母さん、怒った。撃たれたのなんて初めてだった。いやらしい子だ。私の娘じゃない。汚らわしいって。だからお母さんは私のことを心配しているの。私が汚い子だから。
At this time, Kika likely couldn't even understand why she got scolded. You should have that. She probably didn't think that she was doing something obscene, something wrong. But then all of a sudden, her mother started calling her name, slapped her. The mother she knew only as kind and loving said that Kika was no daughter of his. For a child utterly dependent on their parents, such words are soul crushing. Kyoji could only imagine how much hearing that hurt Kika.
ヤミコさんにいっぱい慰めてもらっちゃった。いろいろ話しておかしくないって言ってくれたの。
Man, why am I even here, bro? But Yamiko, come shame for me, bro. Like you saying all the things I'm gonna say.
気が楽になった気がする。
You might as well be here. You ain't, your job ain't like that anyways. My fault. My fault. Yeah.
ヤミコさんってすごくいい人ね。
Kika smiles sheepishly. All the tension is gone from her face. Yeah, she is. For how lackadaisical she may seem at times, no one can beat Yamiko when it comes to making people feel better. No matter how irresponsible she may act, it's at moments like this that Kyoji feels like he can hold a candle to. He can't hold a candle to. Also, now he knows that Kika reacted to that iron body the way she did. The Kika in iron body is a symbol of charming. Kika looks at Kyoji, hanging her head again.
私ね、しんのくんに言いたいことがあるの。
Yeah? Kika falls silent for a long moment, hesitating. She looks a little tense. It's contagious, even Kyoji heart beats faster. He has a feeling he can tell what she's about to say. But son and I. He opens his mouth, thinking he should go ahead and say it fast, but Kika beats him to the punch.
しんのくんのことが
Aww.
好きです。しんのくんには嫌なところも恥ずかしいところもたくさん見せてしまったけど、私、しんのくんのこと好きでいてもいい。
Oh, sorry, my fault. How much courage did it take her to say these words? Just that makes Kyoji's heart ache. The guy standing before him now isn't the calm overachiever he always thought she was. Nor is she a fair little girl he has to protect and fed over at all times. She's just a normal girl with problems and ways. Despite that, she's managed to tell him that she loves him. Me too. I love you too, Miss Anderson. As soon as the words are out of his mouth, he feels his face heat up and his cheeks flush. Hika too is so bad she looks like steam might start billowing from her ears at any moment.
本当に
Yeah.
よかった。
Kika's eyes wells up with tears. Even as she dabs him away, she creases her face into a smile.
本当によかった。
They kiss. Who knows how often? Kissing makes him want to touch you. His hand inches towards her breast. And she, okay, whoa, guys. That shit. Oh, you did it for me. Oh, can we turn off the lights? Sure. Kyoji turns off the room's fluorescent lights, and the darkness settles over the room. You can hear the sound of fabric shifting. Her eyes gradually get used to the dark. The moonlight shining in from the outside casts a faint glow over the room. Actually, probably, I'm not gonna lift up the censorship, but I genuinely think it's not gonna happen because Yamiko just said don't do that shit. So Yamiko's gonna come in and be like, nah, bro, I'm cog blocking today. The cog being blocked by me. The sight takes his breath away. Standing for him is Kika, completely naked. Her white hair grows it. Okay, you guys, no one cares, no one cares. Bye. This is the description, guys. Good descriptions, though. They kiss. They're engaging in each other lovingly. I want to protect her. That's how Kyoji feels. He wants to protect this girl. To do everything he can to keep her safe. Yeah. Bye. Yeah. Okay. I'm done. Definitely gonna get into this before anything happens. I don't know. Who knows? Oh, we're here. Sorry, you guys didn't see it, but the way the the transference between the scenes, because a couple CGIs going on, but between it was very funny, and no one's gonna get it, sadly. Actually, I could just. Why do I keep doing this when I can just I can just switch my settings. God damn, guys. Yeah, we know. Guys, I can. Well, okay, well that's why we don't do that. That's why my fault. Okay, but that was gonna be the end anyway. So probably I obviously skipped 50 million years into the future. So yeah. Awesome days. Yeah. Wow, my title was actually very amazing, very on topic. I did these titles before. I started the stream, so like they're all predictions technically. So dude pays me. Anyways, what do you have to do for today? Shout out Kiku. Unlike in the Kane, actually, we had this. It's on screen. Wait, it's not on screen. You guys can see where I'm at, just so you, like, this is where I skipped to. I'm not reading it, I don't know what it says. Anyway, unlike Akanezu, where this invasive love happened at the very end of Akanezu, this is happening towards what I think is the middle of the whole route. So I do wonder what else is gonna happen. Is this gonna be like, I assume we're done with Kika's arc of of healing. Like, well, we're not done, but we're done with a lot of the baggage, right? So she's gonna be going through the game, and she's gonna continue to grow and heal from the situations that happen, right? So I wonder what else we're gonna be going through. Right? Are we gonna actually like engage with the doppelganger? Are we gonna go to the mansion and blow it up? Is Yoshiki dead right now? A lot of questions we gotta have. So yeah. I feel like we're getting towards the end of this route. Or we're still in the middle, which is what I think so, but we'll see. Anyways, I'll see you guys later.